Group A, which includes, of course, the host nation Brazil. So a lot of expectancy around them and the tournament favourites, of course. And they've been given a group that's, I would say, tricky but not terrifying. If you look at it, they've got Mexico. This is not probably the best Mexican team we've seen. They only just qualified. They normally cruise through the CONCACAF stage, but they had to go via the playoffs where they beat New Zealand. So they don't come into the tournament in great form. Cameroon qualified very impressively for the World Cup. They don't have much hope themselves. They don't seem to have too much confidence about their chances in this tournament. And the other team in the group, of course, is Croatia, who, well, you know, they're a decent European team, very strong in midfield. We all know Modric, of course, Rakitic as well at Sevilla, a very good player. So I think this is a group that Brazil will dominate. You would expect that anyway, being the host nation, being the great football country that they are. And there'll be strong favourites to go through. It's really a question who will go through with them. Will it be Croatia, the Europeans, or will Mexico have that advantage of playing in that part of the world, used to the kind of grass there, used to the environment, used to the climate. And Mexico haven't probably got the great players they've had in the past. A lot of expectancy on Hernandez, who struggled a little bit at Manchester United. I thought he was going to be a really great goal scorer in his early days, but he's not quite trained on, perhaps not being given the opportunities that he would have liked, especially under David Moyes, who didn't seem to fancy him at all. So I played against many times against, it's totally irrelevant to this really, but I played against a guy called Hugo Sanchez in the mid-80s, who was part of the Mexico side. He was the big star in the Mexico '86 World Cup, if you like, the latter-day Neymar. And he was an unbelievably brilliant centre-forward, played for Real Madrid. He won top scorer every year that I was against him when I was at Barcelona. But he played in a better team than I did. But he was an unbelievable goal scorer. He was a gymnast actually, and his sister was an international gymnast, I think. And he used to do this amazing. He scored more overhead kicks than any other player I've ever seen. He used to do this thing where he'd deliberately stand at the far post at free kicks, corners, crosses, and he would take the last defender in a little bit, just enough so if the ball was a long cross, he'd then swivel and hit these overhead kicks. And it was quite remarkable how many times he scored. Probably scored 4, 5, 6 a season doing that way. But I digress anyway. I must get back to the important fact of who is going to go through in this group. Well, I'm definitely going to go with Brazil, of course. Who wouldn't? I think they'll go through as group winners. And I've just got a sneaky feeling that Croatia might do it. A bit of strength in midfield, and it might just come down to that last match, Croatia versus Mexico. So there you have it.